Hello everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful day. My name is Joana Lopez and these days I will talk about some topics that are very important in grammar and that we must take into account to improve our knowledge, which will of great benefit to our training. So let's start by saying what clause is a group of words with a subject and a predicate. Clause can be independent or dependent. Now, what is an adverbial clause? An adverbial clause is a group of words that functions as an adverb in a sentence. These clauses give us information, for example, about the time, purpose, or condition of executions of the actions mentioned by the verb in a sentence. An adverbial clause can go to the beginning, middle, or the end of the sentence. The words we use to introduce the adverbial clause are where, whenever, before, after, while, until, since, where, wherever, so that, everywhere, since, so, like, etc. How do we identify them in a complex sentences? Well, as we already know, the adverb clauses are dependent, so in a complex sentences, it can be easily identified knowing the main characteristics of a dependent clause, which is that it has a conjunctions. The dependent clauses always have to carry their conjunctions. For example, Anna, you can go to the party as long as you have finished all the homework. We can see that you have finished the homework is the dependent. Before going to the party, buy a gift. Here we have a complex sentences. Before going to the party, it is the dependent clause, and about the gift, it is the independent. What is a noun? Well, a noun is a clause that fulfills the same functions as a noun. A noun is a dependent that works as a noun, and it can be the subject of the sentence, an object, or a complement. A noun clause is a dependent clause that takes the place of any noun in the sentence, whether they are subjects, objects, or subject complements. Now, clauses are introduced with a conjunctions. Here is a list of the conjunctions used to introduce them. That, which, who, whom, whose, that, if, whether, when, where, how, why, whoever, whomever, whenever, wherever, whatever, whichever. How do we identify them in a complex sentences? Well, the noun clause is dependent clause in the same way that we can identify the adverb clause. For example, I don't know why he said that. Then we can see two clauses that are I don't know, and I say that the two parts of the sentences connect with the word why, which is the responsible for transforming the second clause into a noun. There we see a complex sentences. This is the independent one and this is the dependent one, which is the noun clause because it is the dependent in a complex sentences, and here in these sentences we can identify it. And in the last one, we have I don't know where my dog got lost. This is a complex sentence. This is the dependent independent, which is the noun clause. In conclusions, an adverbial clause is a group of words that plays the role of an adverb. If the sentence begins with an adverb clause, use a comma after it. An adverb clause is used in a sentence to add relevant and descriptive information to your content. And if the noun clause is a clause that plays the independent. Both topics are very important, and the time we are going to use them, we must note their structures and the correct who to use them. So this is all for today, and bye bye.